Captain America Brave New World is about Sam Wilson reprising his role as Captain America trying to solve a mystery that involves General Ross and a giant Galactus head in the ocean. It's kinda Galactus, I forgot. It's a dead immortal, I think. Eternal. My fault. I watched Captain America Brave New World on release day of the actual movie, so you know I'm a true Marvel fan. And after I left that seat, I went into my car, then I went home, then I went to the bathroom, then I went to bed, and I woke up, then I clocked back into work, then I came back home, then I took a shit, then I started recording this video. And I don't have a lot to say about Captain America. My general feelings about it are minimal. The whole time I watched it in that dark, cold theater, my face was like... Let's start with Anthony Macchie's performance. Now, before I watched this movie, I really enjoyed his portrayal as Sam Wilson. He was able to shine past Captain America in my eyes, and every time he was around, I enjoyed his screen time. But for some reason, in this movie, I feel like his whole personality was kind of ripped away. This has to be my least favorite movie that has Falcon in it, and my least favorite Captain America movie. And that's because this isn't even a Captain America movie. This is an Incredible Hulk movie. So many characters here have no correlation to Sam. He was just kind of caught up in the mess of a movie. He was just kind of caught up in a little Jeffrey Epstein scandal. I wish we got to see characters that could make Sam Wilson shine even more as Captain America. This guy deserves to be Captain America. I mean, look at this guy. He knows something we don't. He's already went through all the abuse from Malcolm Moore. He deserves something. Also, I saw something that I don't know if it was true or not, but I saw a random comment say this, so it has to be true. It said when Anthony Mackie was younger, he was beating up his brother because he thought comics were dumb.
Hey, Anthony, you know, I remember coming home from college, and you had destroyed most of my comic books. You had destroyed my train set. Now, since you're Captain America, I guess all is forgiven. Man, the family is so proud of you. Congratulations. The entire city of New Orleans is behind you.
That'd honestly be really funny if it was true. I wonder what he thinks about him becoming a comic book character now. Also, this clip of Anthony Mackie unable to name a Captain America villain is really funny.
Cap movie down the line. Who's a villain from the comics we haven't seen yet that you'd love to square up against?
That's hard. I don't know. Who would you say?
For me, Scourge. I want
really?
Scourge so bad. I think he's such an interesting, like, a killer of supervillains.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's awesome. Constrictor's another guy that I like, especially since you guys now have, like, introduced Adamantium.
Right.
I think Constrictor would be a lot of fun.
I would really like to get some of those X-Men, like, villains. Like, I want the whole Juggernaut crew.
Yes,
like some of those. I feel like those would be a lot of fun, just simply because of the crazy nature of the combat scenes. Like, not because they're the best villains, but I feel like their powers head-to-head with my power, that would be an interesting fight.
He only ever names X-Men characters. Maybe they should have casted this guy as the new Jean Grey. I mean, I don't blame him. I couldn't even name more than one Captain America villain. Wait, actually, let me try. Number 1, Red Skull. Number 2, Bucky. Number 3, Nazis. Number 4, Jesse James. Number 5, What's That Man? In Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we really get to see Sam's character shine. He was very likable in this, and this show made me even more excited for Sam to be Captain America. I've always liked Falcon ever since the My Superhero Squad show came out. Something about him is so unique. He can even talk to his little bird. And I got the type of autism that loves animals. I know this guy does too. I always wanted to see a Falcon Captain America on screen. So I did find many moments in this movie really cool. The entire 2 CGI fight scenes near the end were so badass too. It really made it feel like it was worth watching these movies. Just a little. I see a lot of hate for Captain America's costume in Falcon and Winter Soldier, but I honestly like this costume a lot. I thought it was sick when it first came out. But those action scenes really carried the movie. They even made me like this fucking guy, the new Falcon. I hated this guy from the fucking... I didn't really like this new Falcon. He was pretty cringe.
Damn. Nobody saw that.
It felt like he was just making like millennial jokes for the 40-year-old moms out there. Maybe I'm hating, but I really wish we got something going on with this guy. I'd love to see him in something good in the future though. I wish we could go more in depth in his background and see what he actually cares about. I know at the end of the movie spoilers, but there's not really spoilers. Everything's spoiled in the trailers. But this guy is talking about while he's in the hospital bed that he looks up to Sam a lot, and that's all we really get from him. My people do need an MCU Marvel character though. Something for the kids to look up to. That's not a child abuse, schizophrenic, or conservative genocide giant humping dictator. I was really sad to see that the last general actor, William Hurt, didn't get to become the Red Hulk, but Harrison Ford did do a really good performance. It would have been so sick for William Hurt to finally get his Red Hulk movie, but unfortunately he passed away in 2022. Rest in peace. I really liked him in Civil War, but Harrison Ford actually goes crazy in this movie. He had to be my second favorite character in this movie, which isn't saying a lot because I didn't really like a lot of people in this movie. Harrison Ford gives a lot of emotion to his role in this movie. Every time he's stressed out and angry, I could feel it. I was like, damn, you got both of us stressed. I really wish we didn't get to see any Red Hulk in the trailer. I really feel like they should have just had Trust in this movie. But they plastered the mystery we're following throughout this whole movie all over the trailer. Marvel really did a disservice by spoiling the whole movie. This whole time you're trying to figure out this mystery, you're like, okay, but where's Red Hulk at? And he's only in the very last 5 minutes of the actual movie. At least they made this final boss battle pretty badass. I really enjoyed Captain America's and Red Hulk's fight. I was like, holy shit, this is what I've been waiting for. And in my head I was like, wait, is this movie worth it? But then it wraps up pretty crazy. It would have been a crazy reveal. I would have shat myself if I saw Red Hulk coming out and I didn't know he was going to be in this movie. I don't know a lot about Red Hulk, but I think he's cool and he's red and he's old, and I think his mustache is cool. Red Hulk as a character didn't do much though. He had a tantrum, then the plot or probably the budget made him go away real quick. But after the amazing action sequence, you're kind of just like, nothing happened. Finally, Isaiah Bradley during this movie has to be my favorite. I wish we got to see more of him, but he's kind of put away for most of the movie. His introduction, we get a quick recap about Isaiah's past, which felt really weird and rushed. Falcon's like, wow, you're the original Captain America. And I think Isaiah or someone says, yeah, I was tortured, mangled, and abused by the US government. Then gets cut off by Sam saying, can we start already?
That sucks. Can we start?
You make daddy a sandwich.
Bro was just trauma dumping. Why would he do that to him? It was so rushed, and that's when I knew, oh, this isn't going to be a political movie at all. I knew it was going to be very safe and not try to get anyone's diaper brown. The movie about a new president turning into a red, very similar to Orange, I might add, monster right after the election. The original Captain America movies were a little political. It was about him going against his country to do the right thing he felt in his heart, and I really liked that. Imagine if this story was more focused on Sam Wilson and the role of him being the first black Captain America. The public actually gets to see the struggles and sacrifices he has to make in that role. This just felt like he was the closest guy to call, so they put him in this movie. This isn't a bad movie at all. It's just not a good one either. If this is your first Marvel movie, I'd say you'd probably like it, but I've just seen this movie in formula way too many times. I hope Marvel chooses to build these characters more, going in depth, like really deep down into their bunghole to explore who these people truly are. Okay, I gotta talk about the theater real quick. First of all, I went to the premiere on a Friday night early, and I walked in and it was completely empty. I was like, damn, this movie is definitely gonna flop. But I walk in, I sit right in the middle, and of course the only other people in this whole movie theater sit right behind us, and these chairs are tiny, and then a couple also sits in the front. But at the end of the movie, I waited for the post-credit scene, and it shows the leader being like, there's others coming soon, and then Sam Wilson just looks at him with like a slight smirk, being like, oh, you know what that means, that's Avengers Doomsday, it's coming. But after that scene ended, everyone in the movie theater stayed quiet and left. I heard the people behind me be like, that's it, wow, and they left. So that's what you're gonna get from this movie if you plan on seeing it. So let me know if you enjoyed this movie and what are your thoughts on it, and would you want to see another Captain America movie? Honestly, I would, and I hope, actually, if it's another one of these, I probably don't. Alright, Shkemele.
I think these hoes piranhas, excluding my baby mama. I take care of my dad and mama by pulling up with no bonus. If I ain't dreaming,